According to the World Health Organization, WHO, cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of global death, accounting for approximately 32% of all annual deaths. In 2021, around 18 million people worldwide died from cardiovascular disease. About 1.13 billion adults globally suffer from high blood pressure, a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease. According to the International Diabetes Federation, IDF, as of 2021, approximately 537 million adults, ages 20 to 79, worldwide have diabetes. This number is expected to rise to 643 million by 2030. According to the WHO, in 2022, more than 1.9 billion adults worldwide were obese or overweight. Of these, approximately 650 million were diagnosed with obesity. The obesity rate among children and adolescents has doubled over the past 3 decades, with around 39% of adults and 18% of children aged 2 to 19 in the United States affected. According to Globocon, in 2020, there were approximately 19.3 million new cancer cases diagnosed worldwide. The WHO estimates that cancer caused around 10 million deaths in 2020, making up about 10 million annual deaths globally. And there are thousands of other dangerous health issues, such as kidney disease, digestive disorders, fatty liver, impaired function, and cognitive decline. So what do these enormous numbers have to do with you? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. These large-scale problems stem from the small, everyday things we put into our bodies. Specifically, I want to address junk food in this video. So, what is so terrible about junk food that contributes to the massive damage I mentioned at the beginning of the video? Focus on this. Today, we're uncovering a shocking truth about junk food that could drastically change the way you view your diet. 4 common ingredients that will kill you. 1. Synthetic sugars. Let's start with a hidden enemy lurking in many of the foods we consume: synthetic sugars. Unlike the natural sugars found in fruits and vegetables, which are an essential part of a balanced diet, synthetic sugars are far more insidious. These sugars often hide behind complex, unrecognizable names like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, and maltodextrin on ingredient labels. But don't be fooled by their scientific-sounding names. These sugars are anything but harmless. Chemically altered in laboratories, synthetic sugars are designed to extend shelf life, enhance flavor, and keep you coming back for more. They're not just empty calories, they're meticulously engineered to be addictive, making it incredibly difficult for you to resist that second soda or extra cookie. However, the real danger lies not just in their addictive nature but in the severe health consequences that follow their consumption. Regular intake of synthetic sugars has been strongly linked to a host of chronic diseases that plague millions globally. Obesity, often referred to as an epidemic in its own right, is fueled by the excessive consumption of these sugars. They disrupt your body's natural metabolism, leading to weight gain and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. But the harm doesn't stop there. Synthetic sugars also wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system, contributing to the development of heart disease, which remains the leading cause of death worldwide. The real kicker? These sugars are omnipresent, found in nearly every processed food product from breakfast cereals to salad dressings, making it incredibly challenging to avoid them without diligent label reading and informed choices. The next time you reach for that snack, think twice. What seems like a small indulgence could be paving the way for significant health issues down the road. 2. Highly processed starches. Moving on to another deceptive culprit: highly processed starches. At first glance, starches might seem like a harmless, even essential, part of our diet, especially when we think of the natural starches found in whole grains, potatoes, and vegetables. These natural sources provide your body with necessary energy and come packed with nutrients, fiber, and vitamins that support overall health. However, the story takes a darker turn when we examine the processed counterparts of these beneficial starches. Highly processed starches are a far cry from their natural origins. Often derived from corn or other cheap sources, these starches undergo extensive processing that strips them of any nutritional value. What's left is a highly refined substance that, when consumed, behaves very differently in your body compared to natural starches. These processed starches are easily broken down into sugars, leading to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This not only creates a quick energy rush followed by a crash but also forces your pancreas to produce more insulin to manage the sudden influx of sugar. Over time, this constant demand for insulin can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells become less responsive to insulin. When your body can't use insulin effectively, blood sugar levels remain elevated, setting the stage for type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance is also closely linked to weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, which further increases the risk of developing heart disease and other metabolic disorders, but the risks don't end there. Highly processed starches are pervasive in the modern diet, sneaking into a wide array of foods, from breads and cereals to snacks and sauces. They're often used as fillers or to enhance texture, making them hard to avoid without careful attention to ingredient lists. The reality is that these processed starches are cheap for manufacturers but costly for your health. 3. Refined seed oils. Refined seed oils might not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about unhealthy foods. But they're a significant and often overlooked contributor to chronic health issues. These oils, including common varieties like soybean, canola, and corn oil, are heavily processed to extend their shelf life and make them suitable for high-temperature cooking. However, this extensive processing comes at a cost to your health. The issue with refined seed oils lies primarily in their high content of omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 are essential fats that our bodies need in small amounts, the modern diet has tipped the balance dangerously in favor of omega-6 over omega-3s, another type of essential fatty acid. Ideally, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids should be close to 1:1. But in the typical Western diet, it can be as high as 20:1 or more. This imbalance creates a breeding ground for inflammation in the body, which is a key player in the development of chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, and arthritis. Refined seed oils contribute to this imbalance in several ways. First, the process of refining these oils involves high heat and chemical treatments, which can generate harmful compounds like trans fats. Even in small amounts, trans fats are incredibly damaging to heart health, increasing bad cholesterol, LDL, levels while decreasing good cholesterol, HDL, levels. Moreover, refined seed oils are ubiquitous in processed foods. They're used in everything from salad dressings and margarine to cookies and fried foods. The consequences of this dietary imbalance are significant. Chronic inflammation, fueled by excess omega-6, has been linked to a host of serious health conditions. It also plays a role in the development of insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes. Additionally, chronic inflammation is thought to be involved in the progression of certain cancers, as it creates an environment that supports the growth and spread of cancer cells. 4. Processed proteins. Lastly, let's talk about processed proteins. This category includes soy protein isolates and casein, a type of milk protein. These proteins, often found in protein bars and meal replacements, are heavily processed and may contain harmful additives like hexane, a solvent also used in gasoline. They can cause inflammation and digestive issues, particularly when sourced from poorly regulated facilities. So why should you care? The combination of these ingredients not only contributes to poor health but also keeps you trapped in a cycle of unhealthy eating. By learning to identify and avoid these harmful components, you can make better choices for your health. Remember, understanding what's in your food is the first step toward a healthier lifestyle. Stay tuned to Life Well Lived for more insights and practical tips on living your best life. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening content. Have questions or need advice? Drop them in the comments below. We'll be bringing you answers from top health experts.